Look at this beautiful display of a sandwich. It comes in a little like a Zelda chest. It's got to play the little Zelda sound effect every time I open it. It's beautiful. And in comparison, like the other sandwiches now seem so dull because they came wrapped in aluminum foil. And it's not that you have a bad sandwich. I'm sure your sandwich is great. I'm sure you'll enjoy yours.
But yours comes in the words of Jim Gaffigan, yours comes in a proposal ring. I do.
I do take this sandwich to be my lunch. By the way, hello everyone and welcome to Sunday. We've been kind of doing a thing lately. Like every Sunday. Not every Sunday. Most Sundays?
Most Sundays.
Most Sundays now. We've been hanging out with Dan and Lindsay.
For like the past month?
Yeah. And Lindsay's out of town.
Yeah.
So it's just
me. I was kind of curious if you were going to be like, well, like last night, like on game night, I'd be like, well, we'll see you at some point, Dan.
Yeah. It's been kind of nice. It's like a halfway point for lunch bunch.
Yeah.
Kind of. But a lot of times we are getting up on Sundays and getting lunch anyway because we usually use it for a grocery day. So we'll get up, have lunch, get some groceries. And I was like, well, just hang out with Dan and Lindsay. So Lindsay won't be back until January because she's up in Wisconsin. But hung out with Dan. We got some groceries and then we came back and got some hot chocolate.
Yeah, it's good.
Because it's miserable outside.
It's not
been raining and cold.
It's a gross day.
Sad.
Yeah, it was really cold. It was raining, and I'm just like, I don't want to deal with all that. So we're gonna take a minute, have a drink, and then maybe watch a little something, and then I'll go back to work. You know, because it's like Sundays is not technically like quite yet our day off because we're still doing stuff, but we are just in general taking it a lot easier on Sundays, and that's nice. I like that.
And Tim Tams are good.
Oh yeah, Dan's helping us eat some of the Tim Tams.
Yeah, thank you
to all Australians.
Yes.
For inventing and sending.
and everybody in mail that I got to see. See, what's fun about editing mail is that I can be like, hey, you got any more of them Tim Tams?
Dan is more intimately familiar with mail than anyone else. It's like we open the packages and Dan edits that mail, and then we all sit around and we enjoy this Tim Tam. The gift in the advent calendar box today from Calvin and Bick was this little tiny...
Gigi.
It's what?
It's, Kiki's Delivery Service.
Oh, it is! Oh, it says that. I didn't see that before. It's... That text is really small. Yeah, it does say that. Kiki's Delivery Service. I just saw a black cat and I was like, oh, cute, black cat.
Mal will like that.
It's like this really tiny puzzle and Mal is trying to put it together, but it's a brick texture, which seems extremely difficult.
This is so hard. It's like also, they're all bricks.
And they're so oh, is it like a
stained glass?
Oh my god, so you can like see through it.
Uh-huh.
So you could literally put it like in front of a window or something and it would shine through. Oh, that's really cute. So it's a little bit later, and while I haven't finished working for the day, I got all of the videos out for today that I was aiming to do, and I also successfully came down the stairs, which is now a new bar of achievement for me. And Mao is doing some sort of something with catfish tonight.
It's kabayaki.
What?
It's fried fish with a sweet soy sauce.
Okay, so there's going to be catfish and soy sauce.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I can't follow if you say kabayaki, but if you're like...
We've done this before.
Catfish and soy... We have?
Mm-hmm.
When did we do this?
The last place we lived.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I believe you. You can sit on my lap. You can't have my food, but you can sit on my lap if you want. Sagan has been making it a goal to just sit on my lap for almost every meal. I mean, I'm fine with it because he doesn't really ever go after the food.
This is fish, though.
He does like fish, but it's covered in soy, so I don't think he's gonna...
He seems very interested, though. Like,
he does.
This might be something for Sagan.
Yeah, it's not. So, you know, you can just take your expectations and throw them off a cliff there, because that's not for you. But I will gladly hold you on my lap if you want to be sweet, cuddly kitty cat.
He does.
Yeah, every meal. Man. That's really good.
It is really good.
That's really good. And we've had this before?
Yes.
Okay. I love bold flavors, so that's just like, boom!
Well, I tried... Last time I didn't have Japanese pepper.
Oh, yeah?
And I used Japanese pepper, which is strong.
Oh, okay.
So maybe that's the difference, because last time I made it, you were like,
Really?
I think so.
Okay. Well, I don't remember it, but I don't think I'll forget it this time, because it's really, really strong. That is excellent. Really, really good. There's one final tidbit. I wanted to talk about something I received in the mail just the other day, and that is this. The Steam controller. You may have seen yourself on some gaming websites that were reporting it, or on Steam itself, but they are basically liquidating. At this point, they're probably all gone. They're Steam controllers. They are no longer manufacturing these, and they were selling them for $5. In fact, the shipping was more expensive than the controller, because the shipping was $7. But I figured for $12, I could, certainly have a piece of gaming history. And I consider this gaming history, definitely. Steam was doing Steam machines for a time. I don't believe they're doing that anymore. They were doing controllers for a time. Steam and I guess Valve are such an interesting company, because they have a very firm foothold in what we recall as AAA gaming, with the Half-Life series and Portal and Team Fortress. But they've also done these wild other like non-software things, with hardware, whether it be Steam machines or the controller, or the VR, and especially with the upcoming Half-Life Alyx game. Like, they've done all of these really bizarre things, and because of Steam specifically, they can fund basically whatever they want to do. And the Steam controller, when it was released, was such a weird product, because it's a very non-conventional controller. It has one stick, but otherwise, both of these pads function as mice. Is kind of what they sold it on, and I've never actually used one of these. I've read about it, I've seen a video of it, and I think Dan actually has one of these from a while ago. But it's such a weird controller, and from what I understand, a lot of people just could never get used to them, because they're so used to having analog sticks to use, and having this concave area where your thumb just kind of slid across was a little odd. But again, I thought it was super cool to own one before they were, basically gone forever. So I picked one up. Maybe at some point I'll get a chance to use them. I heard that they're specifically good for trying to play something like an RTS game on the couch. Whether or not that's true remains to be seen, but I'm glad I managed to get one. I'm curious if anyone out there managed to pick one up during this, fire sale the other day. Because, for $5... it's kind of hard for me to pass up. It's a shame, because, I'm glad I got this, but the thing I've really wanted in the land of controllers was Nintendo, briefly, for a few hours, had the Super Nintendo Switch controllers on sale. And they sold out, because it was, right when we got back from China, and I missed it. And, of course, in typical Nintendo fashion, they have yet to restock the stupid things. And I've just been waiting, because I'm like, that would be a very definitive way to play the current and then hopefully future Super Nintendo Virtual Console titles that are on the Switch. And I'm waiting. We have the Nintendo versions. We have the NES Switch controllers. But the Super Nintendo ones are the ones I'm truly interested in. And of course, they haven't restocked them. Hopefully they will. Anyway, that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, let's meet back tomorrow, shall we?